Welcome back everyone to my Let's Play of Final Fantasy II for the Nintendo Famicom system. Before we head up to spaces, we're going to make sure that Leila is unequipped because she is about to leave our party. We have a new dungeon here we're about to enter. If you try to go this way without the crystal rod, you just head up to the Mysidia Tower, but you can't enter the Mysidia Tower. So this dungeon appears once you have the crystal rod. So where are we? Where's Leila? Well, we're going to find out where we are in just a little bit. It's a very short dungeon, but it's a disgusting dungeon. So, all the enemies in here, they will eventually become the normal enemies that will be in the sea after the Mysidia Tower. So yeah, there's a change in the enemies on the overworld and in the sea. In most areas in the overworld, like I said. The snowfields around Mysidia and around Deist, the enemies stay the same. But otherwise, enemies will change around the overworld and in the sea. We'll be encountering these enemies. So, there were 3 types of enemies in this, besides the boss monster. There were 3 types of enemies, random encounter-wise. We have these bolt fish, which, unlike most other water enemies, they actually absorb the bolt element. So if you hit them with thunder, they will, gain hit points back. So, don't hit them with thunder. The other enemies, the sea dragons and the manta rays, you can't hit them with thunder, so they're totally fine to get hit with the thunder spell. Like those soul enemies that we ran into a lot of in the Mysidia cave, the cave east of Mysidia, where we got the crystal rod. A lot of the enemies here, these boltfish and the sea dragons, will use magic attacks against us. So it's another place where we can build up our magic evasion and magic defense. So boltfish, not that bad with bolt. You could equip gold-type armors to reduce the effect of those spells. I mean, diamond. Diamond reduces... gold reduces poison. Diamond reduces lightning. Don't really have much diamond stuff. We could have got it as drops from a few different enemies. But luckily the bolt isn't that strong of a spell. The sea dragons, though, use a tsunami spell, which is a water element, and there's nothing to protect against that. So that's going to hurt no matter what. So they're the more dangerous ones. So if you have a chance to take out an enemy, they're probably the most important ones to take care of. So there's a twist headband. Protects against confusion, and it gives you plus 10 to your strength. So yeah, we're going to throw that on Booker, so that'll increase his strength. So now he has strength increase from the twist headband, agility from the thieves, and agility from the black garb. So of course you can only get 1 agility, but so like I said, we're trying to get a better armor for him eventually to give some different elemental protections. So, but yeah, here's the sea dragon using that tsunami spell on us. Yeah, I can see that can hurt. So, but hey, it'll give us some resistance there, and it might give us some stamina and hit point increases for our characters. So, luckily, this, like I said, is a short dungeon, so we won't end. It's basically 3 floors, but there's only enemies on 2 of the floors. So, we get a break on the next floor. We'll also be getting a 4th character to replace Leila. So, and this dungeon is very short, and it's not confusing. It's pretty much just a straight path. So, yeah, you're not going to miss any treasures in it, and you're not going to get lost. So... got a power suit, basically that just increases kind of like the black garb, but instead of giving agility, it gives strength. So I guess if we want, we can maybe throw it on Fess, but Fess will be getting a new armor on the 1st floor of the Mysidia Tower, so not really worried about it. So I'm surprised I haven't run into the manta rays yet. So pretty much everything is, they're all the same, common. It's like 37.5% chance to run into sea dragons and bolt fish, like 37% chance to run into bolt fish and manta rays, and then 37% chance to run into like sea dragons and the manta rays. So, well, not necessarily 37%, because that would add to more than 100%. But basically, it's basically like a third of a chance to run into all the different enemies. So it shouldn't be hard to encounter all of them. Like I said, you're filling out your bestiary. So we got acid here. Once we step in the acid, we lose hit points. But thankfully, we don't get into random encounters in the acid, at least. And hey, we got people wandering around here. It's like a little town. We're inside Leviathan's stomach. Ugh, so that's what the acid is. It's stomach acid. Yuck. There's a guy over there blocking our way. We'll talk with him in a little bit. Let's get this treasure chest up here first. Leviathan swallowed us all. A power gauntlet. Yeah, a lot of equipment to boost strength here, so... But, we don't really need any of that stuff. So, I guess if you have a gold pin, you can throw a gold pin on somebody and then replace their thief's gloves with the power. So, you can switch things out. We can give Fess that power thing, give him a little bit more defense. So... But here's our new character. And who are you guys? How do you know about that? You don't know anything about masks. You know about Mysidia. I've been to Mysidia. Wyverns? Why ask? Who are you? Dragoons. Yes, I'm a dragoon. What? They've been destroyed? That's absurd. Yes, this is the last dragoon, Ricard, who we were told was looking for the Ultima. So we have to show him the crystal rod. So you came for Ultima too. Let me join you. There's a boat up ahead, but the monster is blocking the way. Ricard the Dragoon joined the party. So, unlike future Dragoons who are good with spears, Ricard is good with swords, and he's really good at swords. He has a rank 8 in swords, which is higher than even what Booker has. But hey, we don't want him in the front row, even though he's built to be a tank in the front row, because we want Booker and Fess to be targeted so they build evasion. So we're going to take off his heavy gear, give him, he'll have the giant gold pin to boost his agility and strength, and then we'll give him the bows to use. We'll put him in the back row. His bow rank is only 1, but he'll gain his stats pretty quick with it, because, he gains a lot. He'll gain levels pretty quick because we'll be fighting, like 5 type monsters and stuff. So we'll be stuck here forever, just like how Leila gained levels in bows pretty quick. So if the monster wasn't there, you could escape through Leviathan's mouth. Funny how we don't offer to take all these people with us. We were swallowed whole. Yeah, all these people coming to get, the ultimate magic, Ultima. I think they gotta be pretty tough. Leviathan is the beast that protects the tower. It swallows anyone who has a crystal rod. I brought one too. 10 years I've been living in here. Yowzer. We're trapped here because of that old man's stupid crystal rod. How do they, drink? I guess Leviathan maybe swallows water, but if it's seawater, it would be salt water, unless this is like fresh water. And I guess they live on fish. They survive on fish. So, I don't know, but still, after 10 years, you figure they'd get tired of it, and they'd be like, I don't care! I'd rather die trying to escape than live here another day. So, a prison, probably can't smell all that good, and can't be all that comfortable living in the stomach of a big giant beast. So, you figure, well, I heard that's how, a lot of, animals, if they're swallowed whole, they actually die of suffocation in the animal's stomach or digestive tract before they're digested, because there's it's not fresh air in the stomach or stuff. So, but 3 sea dragons. This is a tough battle, especially if they all use that tsunami to take us out. So yeah, if we had Ricard in the front with his sword, we probably could have taken out another one of those sea dragons, but like I said, we're looking at long-term here, So we're just gonna, like all the other characters, put him in the back row, let him be a bow user, and let Fess and Booker build up their evasion skills. And we should be getting pretty good hit point and stamina growth from all this damage that we're taking. Luckily, Maxine will be able to take out that one sea dragon with the thunder spell. Or should have been able to, but rolled low. Well, Booker will go before the Sea Dragon, so hopefully we can just finish it off and before they get another Thunder round in, because Fess and Maxine will not be able to survive another tsunami attack. Nice. Yeah, Booker rolled low too. Thankfully it attacked. Woohoo! So, luck was with us. Which is not something I said a lot with this party. It seems like a lot of times when things could go bad, they went bad. And that's a good increase for Fess there. Spirit, stamina, and hit points. So, nice. There's 2 treasures here. We want to go for the treasure on the top first. He got 8 points toward his bow already, so after maybe about like 12, 13 battles, you know, depending on the rank of the battle, he should get a bow level. So yeah, his bow will increase pretty quickly. So, especially with the boss as a rank 7 monster, so that'll help increase pretty quick. But we want to go for the top treasure chest first because it has a new sword. And we are definitely up for a new sword, so let's head up and grab that sword real quick here. Thankfully, it's not guarded by anything, so the treasure chest on the bottom is guarded, though. But let's see, the Gaia sword, it's strong against Earth Elemental enemies, so that'd be good with the wing, was good against, like, Beast enemies, so the wing's probably better against a lot of more enemy types, but we'll enjoy the strength bonus from the attack bonus that the Gaia sword gives, so. And it wouldn't be effective against these fish or anyway, so. Yeah, because we don't want to, can't use bolt on these guys, or just, maybe we'll increase Booker's attack with the Berserk spell. Like I said, we gotta start working that anyway eventually, so. All these black magic spells you gotta use, work on, so. But we'll get there. We're building up slow and surely. Like I said, we got all the elementals other than Thunder up to level 6. And that was our goal, to get them all to level 6 by Mysidia Tower. So we're a little short on our goal, but not by much. So I was hoping, like I said, maybe get those last little bit of Thunder points in the fish belly here, the Leviathan's belly. Because like I said, there's a lot of enemies weak to Thunder here. Well, 2/3 of the enemies are weak to Thunder. These ones that aren't, these Boltfish, well, that's where we can work our Haste and Berserk spells. So yeah, with 1 Berserk casting, it looks like Booker can take these guys out now in 1 turn. So I didn't mean to multi-target the Berserk there. It probably wouldn't be effective, because like I said, it's cutting the power down in 4th, so it's the accuracy and all that stuff too. And it would just take real long time for it to cast Berserk 4 times on everybody, so I'll just, you know, cancel it out and redo it again. So there we go, got some money, and now let's head on down and get this other treasure chest here. Badonk. A diamond shield, which would be good against those bolt fish. And some more red souls. Another chance to use our Berserk spell, because we get when you use an elemental spell on these guys, because every element they absorb. And now with the new sword, we can take out these guys guaranteed in 1 hit. Yeah, sometimes Booker, if he rolled a good attack, he would take the red souls out in 1 hit, but for the most part he was leaving them with just maybe like a few dozen hit points. He was doing like 500, I think they have 540 hit points. So, but now with the increased the Gaia sword, he can take him out with 1 hit, so. Try to get Fess there Berserk so that he could take him out, but he went before Maxine, which is probably going to be common now because his agility is kind of skyrocketing, where, or growing at least, where Maxine's not so much, because, you know, she's in the back row, not using shields or a knife or anything to build up her evasion. So the higher your evasion is, the more your agility grows, the more your agility grows, the more your evasion grows. So they're kind of interdependent on one another. And because she's not working on her evasion, she's not getting agility, so. But Fess still is, because he's, you know, building skill up with that knife, that Mangoach knife. I'm probably pronouncing it so wrong, but hey, you got some spirit there, nice. That's good, probably because we got targeted by those bolt spells. So there is the boat that will take us out of the monster, Leviathan. But we still want to encounter those manta rays, so we're going to do a little bit of... Before we leave Leviathan, we will walk around a little bit to make sure that we get that encounter. Like I say, we can encounter it later on in the sea, but might as well just do it here now while we have the best chance, the best odds of reaching it. So... Eventually, sea travel will become obsolete when, like all other Final Fantasies, you end up getting an airship to fly around in. Good old encounterless airships. Yeah, usually airships are always, you never have random encounters in airships. If you do have an encounter in your airship, it's usually like a forced encounter, like in Final Fantasy V when you go attack the Ronkaroons, the floating Ronkaroons. The only, I guess, random encounter in an airship that I can think of would be in Final Fantasy VI, in the World of Ruin. There's the Doomgaze monster that flies around, and as you're flying around the airship, you can run into it. All the other times you encounter stuff in airships, it's usually because, you know, it's a forced encounter. Final Fantasy V, the Ronkaroons, Final Fantasy VII, there's a ultimate weapon dragon that you can run into. It, you see it flying around on the world map, so you can easily avoid it. But you know, if you want to fight it, and fighting it gets you eventually access to like a new area where you can get some good weapons and stuff. The round worm blocks the way. So here we go. We got this round worm. A lot of hit points and has a lot of accuracy, so it could hurt you pretty badly if you don't have good evasion. So, no weaknesses, so we'll just try to build up our Berserk spell a little bit. Build up Booker's thing. Rank 7, so Ricard should get some good bow rank, you know, being level 1. So, I think he'll get like 8 points. I think it's basically like your level, level plus 2 minus the skill level. So basically like 8, I think, per attack that he does with his bow. So yeah, as you can see, the round worm, when he hits hard. But luckily we're hitting even harder, so not too worried about him hurting us or taking any of us out. So plus we have good agility, so we tend to outspeed him. And the round worm has fell. Now all I have to do is step onto that boat, and we will escape Leviathan. But like I said, we want to get that manta ray enemy. So let's just walk around here a little bit and get that last monster. Surprised, like I said, we didn't encounter it yet. Like I said, it's pretty much have an equal chance to encounter all the different monsters in here. So that's why I want to encounter it now. Thunder only 10 more points to get it to level 6. So probably like 3 castings of it. So, and here we go. We got the manta rays. So, so now we can use our thunder on them. And ooh, preemptive strike, always good. So, but I think hopefully Maxine should be able to take one out with just the thunder. That way all the other characters can take out the other one. So she'll take out 2 and the other guys will take out the last one. So I don't think that'll be enough though to get thunder up to another level. So, but we will see. So I think it's 5. What is it? 5. 5 minus the spell rank plus 3. So I think I should gain 6 points for this. It's the rank of the enemy minus the rank of your skill plus 3 plus the amount of times cast. So I think I might have gotten 6 or 8, depending on if the calculation is right or not. So there's a Mysidia Tower. When you step into it, you get this little cutscene. Well, the crystal rod, I guess, breaks the seal and it pulls you in. But we're not going to go into here first. We're just going to, of course, make a save here. We will head into there, grab a few treasures, and then we will leave to sell a bunch of treasures because, like I said, we have 10 floors and a lot of stuff to do. So take care. See you next episode. Bye.